Hey, Dennis, how you doing? Hey, Monkey, what's up? We're gonna go ahead and get our rhythm on here, but we only have 17 hours left for the other game. Um, what's it called again? We only have 17 hours left to finish in the dares for the other game called there's a game that we were playing called Wreck Runners, and we needed to do the 1 million. We also needed to do the five. Uh, so those were the two goals, and we had some complications doing so as we ran into some bugs in the past and some other things. But now you can even save the game, but I'm gonna have to just go straight through and take care of it. You're playing Hell Let Loose, Vietnam. Yeah, I've heard about that. I think I actually had a thing where I could have applied for it. I'll have to double check on that again. But I got so many games I'm trying to catch up on right now. It is not funny. So I had everything set for my schedule today, but then unfortunately something happened to my wife. I've been in the hospital with her all week long. It's been crazy. She's stable. Everything's on from there. She's got to get some more questions answered and stuff like that. So this is the first day since last Saturday that I am not in the hospital with her. Yeah. So right now, we need to unwind and get our game on. How do we do that? In Never Aging Gamers, well, yours truly, mine is to make stuff go boom! Yeah, we're gonna go play some PUBG. That's like our coffee. So here we go right now and play against me. Yes, Abine, I actually already applied for it. I've already accepted it. Hey, Dragon, thank you very much for the subscription. Got our gold, got our sub, got our gold, got our sub. Yeah! All right, here we go. And all that medical crap. There was also some other answers going on right now with my seizure stuff and everything, and we understand a little bit more what can happen with that. But I gotta sort of put some of my doctors in place or get a new doctor as far as my neurologist thing is concerned. But yeah, so apparently stress can cause more seizures. And when you're in the hospital and your wife is having issues, that can cause enough stress to cause some seizures. Would you figure that? So I got to take care of all my medical crap coming up here too. But I think my medicine right now is literally spending time with y'all and making stuff go boom and just chillaxing. And that's what we're going to do right now. All right, so we got all that set. Let me switch over to this. All right, we're in the game. All right, we're in the game. Sorry for the echo. We're going to start out with about an hour or so of Twitch. Not Twitch, PUBG. Yeah, Dragon's been putting up with me quite a bit. He's been around for quite a bit on that. He's actually not the one that's been with me the oldest though. Um, the one that's been with me the oldest is actually back and forth between um, Snordizzle and um, oh my god, I'm bad with names at the moment. I'll get the other name on that. But Dragon though has been with me second longest on that part, but he's also been more with me as far as where we've done a lot of co-ops together, a lot of streaming and stuff together, the stream team and all that stuff. And we would love to see him back out there streaming again on it from there, but he had to take care of some stuff on his side. He still occasionally comes back and does some games with us here on the air. Right now, we are in Sandhawk, and we're going down to the main one. You need a door so you can stream earlier in the evenings. Alright, we got one here. We need to reload. Don't worry about picking the other items up. We got an issue going on with our mouse. Okay, I fixed that. We don't know if they're AI bots or not. They're right there. Yeah, see, that's how you got to do it. If you're going to try to blow someone up, you got to really make sure it does it. I took you out this time. You missed. I got you. But I did also get myself. He thought he could get me with a Panzerfaust. So what did I do? I got him with mine. You got to commit to it. You got to follow through. So we did die a little quick there, but we got our game on. This was our warm-up. We haven't played PUBG in an entire week, everybody. This person thought he had us. We had to correct him on that. Do we know exactly what he was thinking at that time, y'all? Do we? Do we really? And Dragon, so what you were saying about that door, so do you need it for sound-wise, or do you, because you could always do a temporary portable wall or something, or, you know, you could just barricade yourself in and, put one of those soundproof things and just close off the door. Just make sure that you have a toilet in there, though, and some other supplies and stuff, or you could also then turn the window into a door, or turn the window into, like, an escape route to go back in and out. I mean... Sound goes up the stairway. Understood. Yeah, so just seal off that wall, bud. Just seal it off. Put a soundproof thing on it, and then just turn your window to a door. Or turn your window to an escape route. You just gotta climb in and out of the window. You'll be fine. That's a quick gamer solution. This is where I have to have like one of those disclaimers at the bottom of the screen saying some suggestions may not be certified or professionally provided. Please follow these directions at your own risk. I'm just gonna go, whoa, whoa, I'm going crazy. I'm losing my freaking mind. I'm just gonna go, whoa, 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 and go, whoa, 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 and go, whoa, 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 and crazy. I'm just not sure what I'm supposed to find. Alright, here we go. So what we did here was we went over to boot camp. So first things first. Now you're going to see here, he probably did damage to himself if he's this close to the wall when he fired it. I'm telling you right now, I don't think he's a pro at this weapon. Wait a second. Did we just learn something new? He didn't take any damage when he did that. Did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? So is it because he didn't lock it up on his shoulder? Could you actually just shoot without that? I am really curious on that now. To my understanding, either way that you fire it, you're going to get that back recoil, right? The back blast. So we're going to go real quick over to training. Y'all, I'm going to turn the AC back on. If for any reason I get disconnected, it's because the breaker flipped. If that's the case, I'm going to have to fix that later. But for right now, I got to turn it on. All right, so here we go. Got all this stuff up in here. Oh. Okay, so what we need to know, we don't want to get shot. Oh, and then we get shot. So we need meds. So we got our backpack and stuff, right? Panzerfaust. Alright, so we got our Panzerfaust. Using the med kit. This is what we're about to determine now. Y'all saw that, right? It did damage. So now we're going to heal again. Now we're going to do my caps lock thing. So we're still back up against this wall, right? So y'all saw there twice now I took damage with the back blast. How did they not take back blast damage? So that's going to be enough of a thought process there. We may want to review that a little bit more. Does anyone else know the answer of why he didn't take damage? Does anyone else know why he didn't take damage? Maybe we even found a bug. I don't know. Maybe because it's a destroyable wall. So watch here how he does this. He's right there at the wall. Okay, I see the issue. Y'all see what the issue is? Watch this. I think the issue here is a bug where the Panzerfaust goes outside of the wall and that backblast is over here. Do y'all think that's what it is? So he went to chase after me. What was he thinking over here? I could have fired that up a little bit more to get him. But I think the issue there is actually the wall. I don't know if he deliberately cheated. But the fact that he didn't take any damage using the Panzerfaust so close to the wall, I think it was more of a glitch where the blast went behind that wall and then it shielded him from it. But when looking at it, it didn't look like that's necessarily the case because it was enough into the wall, but it wasn't out of the wall the other way. So I don't know the exact answer to that one. But we're going to go ahead and get into another round. So, y'all are also asking me if there was any updates that I've done, if I've gone through any of the latest updates with PUBG. No, I was out all week in the hospital a bit for my wife. We will go ahead and check right now on those updates. So it shows the patch notes. I do know that there was a weapon added. So while we're waiting, we're readied up.
A new LMG and scheduled meta changes. A new way to explore UGC. And PUBG when you can't play PUBG. All this and more as we dive into the Update 42.3 patch report. First up, a new weapon is hitting the battlegrounds.
So this
the RPD is a 7.62 LMG that features a faster reload time and higher damage than the M249.
I wonder how many people are
but with a slower rate of fire and muzzle velocity, giving it a feel all its own. LMGs in general are receiving a rebalance as part of our new seasonal meta rotation.
Yeah, so they're doing,
we'll have more information
now they're doing
on
the
an upcoming video.
So
but
this
for
last
a quick
year
taste,
or two, they've been doing the
expect
modifications.
faster reload times and improved horizontal and vertical recoil.
So this last year or so, they've been doing the modifications
Next,
for that.
we're turning the battlegrounds into a playground.
This last year, they've been
Your
doing the
playground.
modifications for the other weapons.
PUBG Playgrounds is now live, allowing you to discover, create, and play community-created content in one easy-to-access location. This will allow you to drop into a selected UGC mode through matchmaking, instead of through a custom lobby. There are even UI improvements for team selection, the end-of-match screen, and more.
Okay, so
we'll refresh the available UGC modes with every monthly update. So there's always something new to check out. The best UGC all in one place. PUBG Playgrounds. We're also bringing back a fan-favorite mode during our regular maintenance times. Presenting for the third time ever, PUBG! Get ready to hunt down your very own chicken dinner!
So
chicken dinner all maintenance long!
So now they're saying instead of the maintenance thing,
That's
they got
right.
this set up.
PUBG is coming back. And you can play it during every single scheduled maintenance to pass the time before you can get back onto the real battlegrounds. Scores will be tracked in both normal and hard mode. So rack up your best score and share it with your friends. This feature will only be available on PC for now,
Just on the
and will
PC
not count
side.
toward your playtime if you happen to be at a PC cafe. We've also adjusted the hybrid scope's reticle size a bit, made firing from vehicles a little more challenging, added some key binding options, and a number of other customization and visual improvements. So be sure to check out the patch notes for full details. Update 42.3 is here, so pick up that new RPD, drop into some UGC, and beat the pixels off player Omna. We'll see you on the playgrounds. Battlegrounds.
Okay. Apparently I'm jumping already. Alright, so we'll go over the updates in a moment. I saw one other land with me. But it looks like all they have is the weapon update and the game modes. And the modifications that they're going to be doing with the LNGs. So what do y'all think about that with the updates? Alright, we got to have enough in here for the giveaways. I'll get to the giveaway thing in a second. I have some deadlines to play some other games today, but I'm going to need 2 or 3 other people for it. I'll get to that. My monitors seem to have some issues going on. They go in and out. I don't know if it's the cable that the cat may have messed up or something or what. Alright, so we heard them over there. We'll start at this part. Door. Exit. AI. If that wasn't AI, they would have responded, did some type of human reaction, but they didn't. I shouldn't have been able to get them if that was a human that way. They would have taken cover and then I would have had to go into a fight. It didn't happen. We're going to drop the shotgun. Alright, let's get to it. Where we gotta go? We gotta go west. Got our 4X. Okay, so we gotta get a car and get the heck out of here. That one was just standing there. Were they like AFK or got disconnected or something? I'm expecting like a motorbike or something up here at this point. We're trying to chase this vehicle, get some stuff, use it like a crate. Hey Mitch, Monkey, what's up? We'll be checking out for some giveaways here in a moment. Make sure everybody's all up in here. Yeah, and you may not see the full wizard back yet. I gotta get back into things, and I'm running behind on some games I gotta stream now, because I had the whole schedule set out for this week, but my wife comes first, and she was in the hospital. So now I'm playing catch up today. First thing I get my brain back, playing some PUBG, and then we got some games to go. I technically completed the other game, but I didn't give y'all any prizes, or win y'all any prizes yet. And we only have 17 hours left on that game to get y'all prizes. So I gotta complete the, I gotta complete this. Alright, so I do hear a vehicle. So we're literally running down the road trying to find a vehicle. This is so entertaining, ain't it? I'm running! Running for a ride home. I'm running! Getting back to the zone. I need a car, but it just seems too far. I'm running. Oh no, it's the blue! Alright, here we go. Still going, still going. All this running that I'm doing here, and I still don't have a car. You know, look, I'm not going to say I'm anywhere close to a great streamer or anything like that as far as audience-wise is concerned, and popular streamer-wise or anything from that part. But have you actually seen some of these streamers of how they present some stuff, and they literally just sound like they... Even some of the big ones, not all of them, just some of the big ones, I wonder how they're big, because when they go over presenting things, my son watches the sports ones, the sports games ones, and when they go to present things, there's this one person, there's no personality behind them, or it feels like there's no personality behind them. It feels like they are like either forcing it or just controlling themselves and staying at a fair tone and not going too far out this way, that way, or another. And it's just like, I don't know. I mean, but is there such line of going a little far beyond that? Like me sometimes, where then I go all over the place and just like, it's time to make stuff go boom! We're gonna make stuff go boom! We're gonna make stuff go boom! Hey everybody, we wanna make stuff go boom! But do y'all want that too? I don't know. Have y'all ever seen any of those streamers out there that are supposedly really popular, and you look at them and you just don't know why they're popular. I mean, I guess everybody has their own type of interest and stuff like that of what they like about certain streamers. It's just there's just some I can't watch. But I'm also not a watcher either. I'm more of the streamer part. I'm more of the presenter type bit. You know what I mean? I rather do than present. But I can present as well as long as I know more of what I'm presenting and I have the knowledge and everything on it from that part. Then I can make it as a whole nother entertaining thing. But I also still rather be that person behind the seat. I'd rather be that player. Like, let's say if you want to compare it to football. I'd rather be the player out on the field rather than the one calling it out and seeing who do what, when, why, where. But going that step over, you also have enough knowledge to actually know what the heck you're talking about. So we're doing all this and we still are lacking a vehicle. At this point, we're probably better off just running to the zone. All right, everybody, type NAGWTF. NAGWTF for a chance to win a free random Steam key. Right now, we're still trying to determine whether or not I can even get to the zone. But don't worry, it's only coming up to phase 4 in a moment. We'll find out right now. All right, so we did all this running and gunning, and not one vehicle yet. At this point, we need to start running to the zone. But we know where the vehicles are, and that's why I think I'm going to go ahead and stay up north. Because if I stay up north and then go west, I know that there's a vehicle spawn if it's not taken already. So we need to get to that right now. I liked Sandhawk at one point, but I don't know. I can play Sandhawk once or twice. I can't play it repeatedly back to back, you know? All right. I do understand I have point redemption games to come back to and everything, but we are running so behind on our deadlines. So I figure I would just play PUBG that's not within our deadline, because that makes a whole lot of sense. But with PUBG, that's my warm-up. That gets me into character for y'all. Okay, I didn't think about this. We're going to use the bicycle. Alright, so you're saying already played what? You already a character long before you play. Well, it's my warm-up. It puts me into character. So we got to get going here. We have a vehicle to exit out of all this. We should get some meds for this right now. This is the car that I knew that was going to be here. I gotta go this way either way. Got him. Now we gotta check this out and go now. Any meds here? Energy, pain, meds. Alright, we're good. I got enough time still. I gotta leave at the 1 minute mark. So first we need the pain, the drink, the first aid. Okay, I think we're good. Oh yeah, we know what we're about to do. Everyone, I'm warning you now, we're doing stupid. But it's a smart stupid. Now let's go do stupid. Alright, we got 24 seconds. This is a small map, so we know where we're going. And we know what we're doing. Posture check! I got a posture check over here! What do y'all want with a posture check? Alright, how many people typed the thing? I can't look right now. We had 2 when I checked. Did we get 5? Alright, we need up top. We're gonna get shot at from the roof if there's a human there. No, we did not get 5. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Mitch. AI. Maybe. Do we really want to... I don't know, y'all. Alright, let's go. Ah, I was bored. Is he really going to stand here? He's not going to make it. What? Alright, so he's doing the first aid kit. He's going to try to go around. Does he have enough first aids to do this? He has to run first aid. Let's see if he at least knows that much. Don't go up the rope yet. Don't go up the rope. Okay, first aid. He's going to try to go up the rope and then do it. He's on phase 6. He can do it, but he's got to do it right. Alright, now. Don't jump just for first aid. You're at 6. You're at 6. Is he going to have enough on this? Why is he running first person on that? You see worse than... Yeah, he's going to make it. No, he's not. He didn't calculate his first aids. If that was me, I would have made it not a problem. He slacked off on his count, y'all. He slacked off on his count. I think the first thing that messed him up was going to that FPP view. I don't know why he switched over to FPP, but that did delay his seconds and reactions of doing that first aid. Just stay TPP. If you're in FPP, okay, stay FPP. As long as you know the map you're going to, that's fine. You can play FPP and do TPP and all that just fine with it from that part. But I think the switch back and forth for no freaking reason ruined his entire count that then messed up on his heal. He could have constantly healed at the 3/4 point with all the first aids he should have gotten from me and been just fine, but he didn't. Now, what is my problem there? My problem is I know there's mostly AI bots. There weren't that many humans in there, and because of that, I let my game go down. I got all my explosives and my meds. I started going towards the part of having the meds because I'm going to need a heal at the top, and then I was expecting to fight someone at the top there. The way that that's going right now, what I just saw, I would have had to taken out the one on the top, and then I would have just healed and won the final match because of the other one was down at the bottom. All right, we're going to ready up and do one more. Type NAG PUBG for a chance to win a free random Steam key. Let me check and make sure I don't got no messages from my wife. Okay. Y'all, where should you call yourself? What How should people use AI for medical advice? They're not a doctor. Them themselves are not a doctor. The AI is not a doctor. But do y'all believe that AI wise, you could at least use it for at least a point in a direction for then a discussion with your doctor? So, like with me, my seizure stuff, I've had it in the past where I was already told by my doctors what this should be and all that stuff, and then it's like I got another set of doctors that all of a sudden said the complete opposite, and I was trying to find out what changed their mind. So when I go back through all of the when I go back through AI and I just put all my stuff in there, they pretty much tell me to do a different doctor, which my wife would say, well, I could have told you that. But like with me, I had seizures when I was younger. So Mitch says AI can sometimes offer some advice, but it'll tell you to always rely on the real professionals. Exactly. And so I'm not going to say, well, AI says I have this. I'm not going to be one of those, what is that called, a hypochondriac or anything like that. But I'm trying to find knowledge elsewhere to be able to help guide me for that. So like with me, I have my seizures, but I went 15 years without seizures after brain surgery. And then it just sort of came back. And they're telling me it's a PNES crap or whatever. It's we're going to go terminal. That it is like psychological type bit. I went through all those. It's not psychological. It's not like I'm stressed out so I'm going to have a seizure like that type bit. But it's supposedly because of the surgery that I had and that it could be even deeper and then not show up on the EEG. And that's what's just pissing me off. And so just because they don't see it on the EEG, these last two neurologists are telling me, well, it can't be epileptic. I'm like, but all these notes I see, even with AI and research I did before AI, said that there's still a possibility it wouldn't show up on there. And I'm just like, wow. So when you feel like you're just not heard anymore, what else do you do next? I don't know. So I used AI. You know what AI told me to do? AI told me to go upon my neurologist's request and do another scan thing, but then request to go to be referred to like what was it, a higher level neurologist or something that's specifically for after surgery seizures. So I don't know. We'll see how that stuff goes. But one thing I did look up that was really interesting is we already knew that light, heat, and emotions triggered some of my seizure stuff, right? And in stressful times, I mean, I was with my wife right now for a week in the hospital bit, and she had surgeries and all that stuff, and I'm over here just forgetting about myself and just worrying about her, and trying to keep everything in control type it and so forth. And of course, I end up having some seizures. And it says like in stressful times like that, that can also trigger for the seizures bit and lower my guard wise for it or so forth. So if you do this type of research and bring it to a doctor, do you say I look this up with AI and we've already had this discussion anyways and this actually fits within it? What's your thoughts on it? Or do you have to not say that you went to AI at all because they're just gonna stop listening to you and then say what AI says to say to them? I don't know. We're in a crossworld between at what points we can use AI and still use our own brain as well. I mean, using my own brain, I've already been discussing this theory with them, but they sort of blow me off. But the fact that I can actually pull that similar data up via AI, would that help me presenting it to the doctor? I don't know. All right, well, let's get back to gaming. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just venting. It's been crazy. Because right now, I literally have it where one doctor says it's one thing, another doctor says, no, it can't be that, and then another doctor says it's something else. Two of them are about on the same page, and then another one is just anything that's not his, and anything that he doesn't deal with, it's got to be that. You ever feel like a doctor just brushes you off? That's what I feel like with my, with one of them. I won't say a specific one, so I don't like get tossed from them, you know? Your friend used AI to help him organize the information from his various doctors, test history, and everything to present for his disability application. So AI can at least be helpful in that aspects, even if you aren't using it as a diagnosis resource. Yeah. Diagnostic resource. Yeah. Well, I mean, so like what I was trying to do when I was originally using it was trying to separate what could be my issues and what couldn't be my issues. Because the eye thing that I have right now, I got a tear in my eye. And so when I'm playing PUBG, the left eye is a little blurry and squiggly lines, and sometimes it gets worse, sometimes it gets less. It turns out I got a cut in my eye type bit. So I got to get an eye doctor for that. But I got to wait like 3 months or something like that. I got to wait 3+ months for an appointment wise with it. And they say, do it immediately. But they're like, oh, no, we can't get you in for 3 months. How do you handle that shit? When an eye doctor and an AI and all them tell you do it immediately, and it's like, oh, nope, you got to wait for the schedule. He's coming back. He's down there. That you knew that one was AI, how they were running, right? You're still waiting to re-see your eye doctor? Yeah, it's like anything that they even say is emergency-wise, it's like, oh, but you need this type of doctor, and so you got to schedule with this, that, or another. And then you go to schedule, and then they tell you that one actually said not even available until next year. I mean, now, I don't mean like January. I mean a year from today. What the hell? And yet they're telling you to take care of yourself immediately. And it's like, so what do you do? I'm risking right now my sight by waiting, is what it's trying to tell me. I don't know. I mean, how do you handle that shit? But right now, my priority is my wife. We're waiting to see what's up, what all else from there. It sounds like she's stable now. But it's okay. It's just vision in my left eye. That's not important, right? That's what it feels like sometimes when they say we can't take you in for this many months. You may go blind within that time frame of waiting. Now, if that's wrong data, then great. But everywhere I looked, they say needs to be done instantly. I've gone a whole month with my eye like this. But they say it was due to stress because of when they told me I had cancer. Which the good note on that is they believe the cancer is all gone at this point. Now we just got to monitor it from here. But because of where the cancer was, they say that it is that there's still some things going on from the cancer that I had. So like the pain I get up to my neck, and one's trying to say the seizures, but then when I speak with the actual doctor that says about the cancer causing a seizure type bit for that part, they say no, it would actually be this instead. And now it's just like the blame game and who to point to what. All right. Anyways, sorry about that. Let's get off the serious note on the medical shit and let's just go. I'm just venting. I apologize, y'all. I mean, what's so funny about going through the medical shit? Hey, he's got medical issues. We already knew he had some type of issues, but now he's got medical issues. That's funny. The wall is not destructible. That was an AI. Yeah, I'm just... Honestly, I probably shouldn't be streaming today. I totally get that. And I should be relaxing, resting, and all that stuff. But we got deadlines, and I gotta meet my deadlines. So we'll meet those deadlines and get this taken care of. There's some games I have to play shortly here after PUBG. But do y'all know what else I get to play? I gotta look and make sure that I'm on the release date. But Mitch, do you remember the thing I did, the reaction video I did? And for what game it was? Guess what I got? I got 2 other games I have to play before it. Yeah, for me, think about it. So streaming itself is its own type of therapy, right? Because I'm venting to others from that part. Yes, I got to watch what data I give and all that stuff. But it's a way of relaxing and venting and releasing a lot of that stress. So I thank y'all for even being here, listening, and putting up with me. So I jumped over to the ledge. I got him that way. This is just AIs, so I'm not really thrilled about taking out AIs. Although if you take out AIs, would they be able to pay the bill automatically just by winking at the waiter? You know? Oh wait, or would the AI pay with your card by winking at the waiter? Yeah, I just thought about that. Or anyone else's card in error. Well, maybe not in error, maybe on purpose, but yeah. Alright, so what we need to do at this point is go flying. Try not to be dying. Alright, so we got to figure this out. We got the bridge. We got here. We have some high grounds that we can take with the glider. But we also need more ammo. 3 explosives. It's 3 frag nades. We're going to want to drop... Nah, I don't think we're going to want to drop the first aids, because we'll probably use the first aids for the healing at the top. We'll just have to use our ammo wisely, I think. So I think we're going to use the glider more as a transportation. Yeah, but I'm also at the point. I'm not going to say it's all about me. I mean, we listen to each other's and everything on it from that part and share our stories and stuff, right? But then we also have to watch it, though, that we don't give too much information here on the air either. But then also for entertainment, some people don't want to hear other people's crap. They got enough crap to worry about. They don't even worry about your crap, you know? Saying it's something like a catch-22 or some crap. Alright, so we're going to go get this glider. Alright, did we have enough people type? I don't think we did. NAG PUBG, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. We did have enough. Alright, everybody, what place are we going to get this round? What place are we going to get this round? We're going to be in the glider, so a lot of times with that, as long as we have enough fuel, we should get top 5 easily. If you fly right and you don't get shot down, you can easily get top 5. Now, when I was talking about that other streamer, I didn't say the name or anything like that. Just some other streamers in general-wise of how they sound when they represent their game or talking about their game and so forth. It doesn't sound like they're fully there sometimes. Like this one streamer, it didn't sound like he really had that emotion behind it or that presentation-wise behind it. It was more like you're speaking at a library, like a library presentation or something. And I was trying to see what he was missing, and maybe it was just that day or that episode or something. But 2 or 3 other times looking, I just couldn't find it. I'm like, okay, so what does other people like about him? Is it just the data that he goes over and he's just a data person or what? I mean, there was no comedy thing behind it or anything like that. Oh, crap. Okay. So, since I got back, my monitors have been freaking out on me. It just went black, and then it came back. Luckily, I have on... I have on my right monitor my OBS, so it's actually showing there my screen. So I can use that to play if I have to. But we got to find out what's going on with my monitors. Now, the power also flickered out last night as well, but it turned out to be a breaker, so I don't know what's going on. No, it's just one input to each monitor. Going into, and all 3 are going into the one video card. I may want to reseat my video card, but I didn't move the computer at all or anything, right? Sometimes the cables or ports are just a little loose and you gotta wiggle, jiggle, and then it's fine. Alright, let's focus here. Phase 4 with 28 left. Are they all AI bots? Alright, I see one with smoke. When using your remote setup, it'll do that. Alright. Shooting just a little too far ahead. We gotta gain some altitude for this. He's gonna come back in with the vehicle. My monitor just went, so I gotta look on the other screen. There we go. I shot the dirt instead of the person on the last shot. Okay, so I gotta take my time. We only have 50-something bullets left on that one. Gain some altitude. Around. Down low, up high. Here we go with the flow. There's another glider. Mark it there. We'll be prepared everywhere. Enemies moving while I'm grooving. Hit one. So right there they are. We gotta watch our ammo. Yeah, so right now I'm getting that black screen. So in Windows, I get it to where the bottom part is distorted and climbs up, and it's all just like a line distortion, and then eventually it's okay. And then now it's doing the black screen while I'm playing. So we'll have to see what's what. We only have so many shots left, y'all. We've already made top 5. I told y'all with the glider, I'll get top 5. I hit him. He did not like that. He's gonna come back out for a shot unless he's killing. How many times I gotta hit that dude? Looks like we got a BRDM too. Alright, so we got a BRDM2 right here. He's not in his BRDM2, so we gotta note that. If I crash into the BRDM2 and then get into the BRDM2, then we'll be alright. But will he know that I'm gonna be doing that? He moved. I'm doing stupid. So the fact there that's interesting that nobody else then shot at him, because what's going on now is he was really low on health, but what's going on now is, well, I guess he was half. It looked like it was low and then up there. I was trying to blow up his vehicle. He didn't like that, but nobody else is interacting. That's what I miss. Normally in a situation like this, there's enough players and they're advanced enough players that they will push on something like this. But now there's just 2 left, phase 7. All the others were mostly AI bots. So you remember, enemy is my friend? You can't rely on anyone to do good stuff against your enemy anymore, because they're either camping back there or they're an AI bot. It's like you can still use that strategy in some points, but then you get this scenario. Like this other person should already be shooting the BRDM2 and finishing it off to limit him at this part of the circle, but he's not doing that. This player here is a tier 1. Now, yes, the skin did distract me. It looked like he was shooting at me with a Nerf gun or something. He's running low on ammo. Unless he goes to get mine, but he's not looting it. And the other one went to the red crate where this one's already gone to. A skilled PUBG player would flatten his tires and disable the vehicle. A skilled PUBG player would know that the nade would not reach it based on how he did that. He'd have to run, jump on the top of the hill, and throw it. He keeps looking to the right and left. He knows where this other person is, unless he thinks he made it to the next set of the crates. Now you throw the nade there. You have enough nades. Spam 2 more nades behind it. Spam 2 more nades behind it and make sure you get it. He doesn't know how to get that thing. He's also relying on 1 to hit at a time. He needs to do 2 nades. He needs to do 1 cooked nade and 2 uncooked nades on both sides of that crate. I would have done this already with 3 or 4 nades. Not to where it was definitely going to be dead on, but where I would have already spammed him enough with it. He's just not doing it. The other person has it easy at this point. He's too short. And he got it with his last 16 bullets left. This person should have never won. And he's teabagging him. This person should have never won. This person doesn't deserve the win. This person's winning on easy mode. He played easy mode. And the problem is, my gameplay against his is I beat myself because I assumed he was going to do the moves of normal players of PUBG or more advanced players of PUBG. Instead, he just came at me. So initially, I was going to try to finish off the BRDM2 and put him in place and lock him down, right? And then the fact that he was able to just come up and spray and pray with no recoil type bit on it from that part, he had 16 bullets left on the other thing. He should have had more gunfire power on him from other people. It's just, I didn't do the best skilled thing. I was bored in some cases, but I did take the glider right on top of him, hoping that he would jump out because I saw the pattern that he didn't necessarily stay in the BRDM2. So all I needed to do was be near him and then get in while he's trying to shoot me. But I didn't get to that position-wise with it, and I had to fall back. So if we go to the match history and look at that person that did not deserve the win, it's going to say tier 1, 278. I bet you he started at around season 34 when we claimed those AI bot things came out. I know you still got to show your sportsmanship and everything on that part, and I'm not necessarily showing that so much, and I apologize. Okay, so it looks like he came from FPP. Maybe. So 36, 3 matches played. Looks like he played a variety going around. Just the pattern-wise of playing is suspicious. Maybe he came from a while back. No. That is quite interesting. I could have tried a few other things, like moving my character to do the self-revive out in the open more, but I still didn't feel like he was going to do that. So what place did we get on that one? Sorry if that came out a little too negative, y'all, on it from that part, because I do normally say about the sportsmanship, this, that, and another. It's just really frustrating when you could see the game itself is not at its best. A lot of us have been saying this since they put NA to all maps that you want. Yes, we want to be able to select what map we want to play, right? But we don't want it at the cost of just going up against AI bots. Because when it's then only 10 to 20 humans and then the rest are AIs, it's not the same as a normal battle royale. Normally, when you're doing 1v1 with there's 10 others alive in a smaller circle, you have to worry about your environment of others in other areas fighting you. You have to be able to keep your guard up elsewhere, not just do the tunnel vision fight. That is incorrect in this case of what we're going at right now. So we got to change our strategy up based on that part. But then once we change our strategy up, then there's that one human that then we actually needed that strategy for. So we got to change our strategies a little bit. The enemy of my enemy is my friend still works to an extent, but not when the skill level of the other enemy is AI bot. Yeah. We're going to do one last one, and then we have to switch games. So who had third? Third was Eric. All right, Eric, you won. Congrats. And I do see it as well, everybody. I've been under a lot of stress this week and so forth. I had seizures and things going on with my wife. Wife went through surgeries and different procedures and stuff, and it's just, ugh. I need to lighten up, have some fun. It's just a lot of crap going on. And then you got to deal with AI bots. I mean, like, oh my God. All right, this will be our last one, and then we have to switch. All right, so the winner was Eric. I have some issues I'm going to have to fix on this computer. All right, Eric, your choices are... Find My Frogs, Astro Dogs, Battlezone Combat Commander. Pick one of those. Pool by the school is going to be up north. We're going to go ahead and go down south. We are definitely going to need to get into character here, so let's go ahead and go hunting. I'm telling you right now, these two are going to be AIs, though. Yeah, they're AI. AI, 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 AI. So because they're not shaping to the building, they're not curving right to it, they're going down the hill. Now he's curving. Let's see what happens. Is this not an AI? Should I have not have gone right by him? If this is a human, I'm dead. If this is a human, they'll be pushing me. They ran away. They didn't pick up items. This is an AI. See, I wanted a challenge here. I don't have it. He's right here at 245 based on sound, but I could be wrong. I just heard him again. That was AI. All right, Eric, congratulations, and there's your choices. But don't y'all think that if you want to play a game like this and have fun, it should be a lot more challenging than what it is right now? But you want to play against humans. You don't want to play up against AI. In some cases, you may want to play up against the AI. But you should be able to have that choice. I don't want AI. I'm too advanced for AI. And then the problem, though, is if they then set AI to not miss, then it's like a form of cheating. You got to go up against an actual human player. But at the same time, if they do have AI and they advance it from that part, it'll still have a weakness. Its weakness is going to be vehicles, and we just take them out that way. Until they fix that, then we find another weakness that it has. We hear shots fired this direction. No, the winner hasn't picked yet, so I can't do the next giveaway until the winner picks. All right, Eric is choosing. The reasoning why behind that, everybody, is simply because if we then go to the next one, I may accidentally call out the one of the games that was already given on someone else's, or we then may completely forget the other person when they finally do pick one, so we got to wait on that from that part. All right, so we just sent that one out. Congratulations. Oh, no. Oh, no. Just no. Oh, no. Anybody else notice what just happened? All right, everybody, here we go. We have the Panzerfaust. What's so big about having the Panzerfaust? We get to make stuff go bomb! So here we go right now. Now, the question is, will it be an AI that we make go boom? Or will it be a human player? We shall find out. And boom, we're gonna make it go boom. We're gonna make it go boom. Normally in a situation like this, we'll have some type of vehicle and be able to do it. But I'm not seeing one yet. We have a glider up on the top right, but no gas can yet. Is that one right at the edge? This is an AI. It may be an AI from what I've seen. We gotta worry about that one, but we then have this one. Now, somebody else was shooting up above for it. So we gotta worry to our right and worry in front of us. One could be on the top in front of us, or could be still on the bottom floor there. I need to switch over to my Panzerfaust. He's at the gas station. It's an AI bot. The other one is south. Now we have one behind us, 50. But the one at 50 is an AI. Or a really bad shot. But then we have another one up there at south. Alright, what we need to do is switch this back to automatic. Nade. Okay, is that an AI? Back to the 6. Wrong button. AI. Someone to the right. We'll use this. That's maybe an AI. He's gonna do the pattern right there. Got him. So you saw the pattern, right? Was that a human or not? More than likely, I'm thinking that was an AI, because what they did was they stayed at the line. So AI, artificial intelligence, computers and stuff all have patterns, whether they're programmed for the pattern or not. So it was standing right at that spot where I had a shot on the right, and then it was moving to its right, my left, and then sort of crouching up and down and then moving back. And as it was staying in that pattern based on my location where I was at, all I needed to do was pre-fire right at that spot with the Panzerfaust. Game over. Now we have another one at 25. AI or human? I can't tell if it's 355 at the edge of the building or underneath me. The enemy is still here somewhere. Unless they walked away because they're AI. If it's AI, they walked away already. Now, are they here with me? What do I think about the latest patch, Eric? I think that I haven't tested the weapon yet. I think it's just a new LMG. It's an introduction that they're going to be they're going to be modifying the LMGs just like they did the SMGs and other rifles. It's just their next step of trying to get all the weapons used and wanted and so forth for others to use, and not just one type of weapon being used. I also think that yes, the bots do have tag names, Jim. I do see also that they have more of the mini games and things in there, which I'm not too interested in. I do need to go back to the map stuff. So he's still here, but this is moving more like AI bots. Yeah, Jim, my problem that I don't like about this is they're really just trying to throw AI bots out there as their solution and not give us as much of a challenge on the NA side of things. I understand for newer players and stuff, but yeah. This could be a human. Nice try. But are you human or are you AI? If this was human, he needed to push me and he needed to do it now. He was running out of meds. Okay. So we're going to go M24 is too colorful. I'm going to look back and make sure I answered everybody. Yeah, he just didn't have the meds. I mean, he could have gotten to the vehicles and all that stuff, but he didn't. You do see bots now have tag names and are not in order. Yes. You said they made it harder to do drive-bys, but still too easy. Now, Jim, when you say harder to do drive-bys, do you mean that part where they dodge it? Last second, they just move out of the way? That was several seasons ago, and it was more to the point to where all I needed to do to take them out is, that's when I started doing my slides, remember? Oh, the driver? Oh, do you mean so the drive-bys? At what point did they make it harder? What part of it did they make more difficult? Because I haven't noticed anything that made it more difficult. Recoil is greater and you lean out more. I ain't worried about that. I was never worried about that. You just gotta know how much it's gonna be out there and then adapt. That's it. Just get the data, move on. There's no complaining on that. We good to go. I ain't worried about that at all. Alright, we're going to do an extended. And we're going to go on up there. Now, they did say the issue about staying in the blue too long. But I think some people misunderstood. I'll have to confirm it. But to my knowledge, that was only for Rondo. To my knowledge, that was only Rondo. I could totally be wrong, but I believe that's the answer. It was just Rondo. All right. We're going to go up north and get our game on. No gas station. Or no gas can. We're going to search for a gas can real quick. Because if I can get this glider and just fly up there, like, why not, right? What is it you said needs to be nerfed? Just the pistol itself from it? I mean, because see, look, we don't have enough humans in this game. If I get any combat right now, it's going to be AI bots. Nobody's coming back this way at this point. No one's coming from the south that you normally possibly see. It's just... Now, some people may get on to me for being this far out in the blue right now. But I'm alright. I'm trying to see if I can get the glider. At this point right now, if I go get the glider down south and then come up, I ain't going to make it. So I got to go drive right now and get in the zone. I may actually be too late right now. We'll find out in a moment. Someone waited up here for something. We're going to need to do a first aid, and then we're going to need to do bandages coming in. Can you tell I've done this before? I'm already calculating exactly what I need to do. This ain't my first rodeo, y'all. We live the blue. "20 seconds, I need to do a first aid. First aid. Zero for painkiller or energy drink. Direct where I gotta go. 9 for bandages. Too easy. Easy peasy. Now we got to do a flip. Oh, come on. I didn't go fast enough for it. If this was humans, both of these buildings would be taken already. If this was humans, more humans than AI, both of these buildings would have been taken. Zone-wise, I won in this building. Height-wise and sight shot-wise and so forth, I won in that one. Phase 5 with 15 people still alive, it's doable. It's possible, but... Savoy. Why does Savoy sound familiar? I think I played against Savoy a while ago. He's a human. My monitor went black again. Giving my position away. Shooting there makes him think he shouldn't go there. I'm hearing the sound and seeing a few images through the trees. He's hunting AIs up there at 310. Sorry, we didn't do another giveaway this round, but we'll set up for some more giveaways. Alright, we got no smokes. Look back for smokes. Got it. I know who that is. That's the boy. No, if that was the boy, he would have hit me by now. That's probably him. No? Thank you. Finally, I got third-partied by a human player. Instead of driving around with AIs just shooting and missing. But see, that's the thing. You got to be able to predict that and be able to be prepared for that. But when you go up against so many AIs, you don't feel that anymore. You're like, oh, I can just drive around and be fine. But no, that wasn't Savoy. Someone named SR Johnny. I'm not familiar with them. He didn't even aim wise. He just shot with the Uzi and went from there. I didn't see the recoil on it or anything. All right, so Jim, you were telling me there's been a lot of cheaters out there. Have you seen any within this stream? I've seen one that I didn't know if it was actual cheater or if it was just somebody glitching, because they did the Panzerfaust where they shot at me and it didn't do any damage to them right at the wall behind them, the backblast. But I think that could have also been a glitch where they were back far enough with the Panzerfaust that the backblast was outside of the wall, but you didn't actually see the back of the Panzerfaust be there. So I don't know if maybe it was contained within the wall then or what. But what did I do wrong? Playing against humans now, instead of mostly the AIs, at the end here, I then went around in circles trying to escape from the other one. But if you go in circles around the edge of the map, of the circle, then what's going to happen is there's going to be somebody camping that spot on the edge. So right now, we have one up on the top right, one in the rock here, and then one to his left. There's one more that he needs to identify. He should be in line of sight for somebody else to shoot him on the right. So he's going to the left. Now, the one on the left can get him, but I think he's down too low for the... No, he's just right. So let's see what happens. So now he's got to go, but he's not going tree to tree. He's going around in the circle wise, and somebody's there, and he just goes out to shoot. Now he's steady with that Uzi. Now, why the heck would you run to the side and then jump? That's not your regular player. Now you got another one here that's a low level. So he just so happened to be really good with the solid shot with the Uzi, but not so much on any other maneuvering capability. So now you got airfoil here. He's a low rank 69. Let's see if his lack of playing shows here. He's got one to the right, one to the left. He's looking at it. He's shooting way too far ahead. But the shooter, the one he was shooting at, also changed. So the one he's shooting at could be throwing a nade right now. This one needs to already be cooking his nade and throwing the nade. Why would that one go out like that? Why would he go out so straightwise and then from there? There was no need to do that. No need at all. That was another newbie-like thing. Or maybe even an AI, maybe. We'll check it. Now, why is he spamming the nades? Does he already know where the person is? He's wasted those nades looking for it. He could have did a smoke elsewhere. The person more than likely is northwest. Well, why are you going for that? There's one person left. You're now running out in the open looking for him. You don't know. Someone's at the tree and now you're dead. Again, he jumped. He jumped. Humans do that in games like Call of Duty, but you don't do that in PUBG. If you do that in PUBG, all they need to do is shoot down at the bottom of the ground. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm about to show y'all how to get a chicken dinner in PUBG, no matter who you play up against. We're going to do that right now. We're not going to do a placement of how many, of what place I'm going to be, because we can't have everybody choose chicken dinner. I'm about to get a chicken dinner right now. How many frags do y'all think this chicken dinner is going to be? Let me know. I'll be right back. All right, let me get the music going, and then I'll be right back. Let's see what map it is. I'm sensing a 12 right now. I gotta switch games after this. We have 3 games that we have to play today. I'm thinking 12 at least. Oh, but this is... Yeah. We've gotten this map too many times today. I don't want this map that many times, but it's okay. We're going to have to just go hardcore. Hardcore in the center. The count started off low, so we're expecting at least 60 bots. Give me a second. All right, how many y'all? Did we not get enough people? We need enough people to guess. For this to work, we need at least 5 people to guess. Did we get 5 yet? All right, we're gonna dive. I'm thinking 12 for me, but we'll see. I didn't see that many land here. Let's find out what's going on. Someone already shooting over there while I'm in the wall. Check the pattern for that if you can identify it as AI. Another one is over here, roughly northeast. No, now 85. AI-like movement, maybe not. My monitor's flicking out on me. It came back. Sound north. Mortar. Scratch my ear. Give y'all a little bit of wax. Wipe it on the camera. All right. Panzerfaust. Is it the roof or the second floor? Or the first? He went outside in the back. Warriors in this one. Could be one at the stairs. Crawling or climbing? He's right here. 2 of them. I gotta regroup. I'm gonna get shot at from my left. I hear 3. We haven't gotten any frags yet. Take more explosive damage here. Zero. Are you at least human? Zero. How many were actually around me? I was hearing 4 of them all around me. Desync. Desync. It didn't even show me get behind the wall. I'm sorry, y'all. Last one. And then we have to switch. I'll be right back. I didn't want this map in the first place again, though. We already had it 3 or 4 times. Just give me a moment, y'all. Pizza and coffee. Does that sound good? Does that sound like a good mix? Pizza and coffee. Those ain't the same person. Is, what's his face still in here? Is Jim still in this round? He is really scared of the blue. He's like, it's the blue. I gotta get back in for the blue. I gotta get back in for the blue. That other one was an AI. Running out in the open like that. He gave his position away though. That's a rock. He didn't go for it. Going around. He went to the left. And he didn't make it. Let's see the other one. Pinch of health. Level 168. He's creeping along. But in the open and away from the circle. Going to the thicker part of the circle. So when you watch some of these players, you try to think what they're thinking of. Why are they out in the open there doing the look and the down prone? Do they not know that as this one's doing it specifically, they stay still for a moment? It does slow them down and change the speed, but then they can auto-correct it and take them out. Now they got an enemy here to their left, so they switch to FPP and they look and they shoot. They're dead already. That looked more like a programmed bind thing rather than a human player, but it could have still been a human. They were more focused on their movement than they were their aim. Again, another one doing this whole little crouch thing. Like, why did he just stand there out in the open now? I see some pros and stuff doing this crouch thing, and I understand as to why. I think some are just doing it too much and relying way too much on it. He got him. But he was in the open as he did it. Anyone else, if it was human players, should have shot him by now. Now he's limiting himself, trying to get into the zone. Does he already know where the next one is? He has one behind him. Was that an AI? Do I need coffee? See, now he's doing all this running and he's deciding whether he wants the crate or not, even though the crate was looted already. So instead of healing, he's coming up. Lack of meds. Doing the crouch thing. So he's going to go into any battle weak. I would have healed phase 5 at the crate and then ran in. He's doing an energy drink. He needs to heal. First aid while in the blue and then go. He's gaining a little bit more speed doing the boost thing, but he's not worried about his health right now. Why? And why does he keep changing? Oh, somebody's at the tree. That appears to be an AI based on movement. How they turned and walked. That's going to be an AI in my judgment. It laid down and stood still. That is an AI. That was an AI. When nades happen around there, what they do is they lay down and then they'll come back up. Then he just stood still. Now there's 3 left. And he's laying down enough in the open for anyone else to shoot at him. Now there's 2 others for him. He has a lot more out in the open than the others do, depending on where they're at. But if this one's to the left, though, they're going to be coming out in the open over to the other thing. Now, why is he still looking this way, though? Is there another one that he knows is here? Or is he literally just camping and waiting it out? AI. Maybe. They're doing the pattern. That was an AI. Why is he shooting at the rock? Now he's going to climb and get popped right here. Is he guessing now? Is he second guessing himself? What is he doing? He's going to have to move. The other one is closer. So he could wait at the rock and then move in. Why is he just standing there now? Is the other one actually going to be in the building? But the shots came from over here, right? Now he's back, but he's moving. Now he's going to move position. Maybe the one over there got taken out and he's going up to the enemy now. Enemy is going to be 160 based on sound. I can't tell if human. Moving AI bot-like. He's in the house. Nade's going to miss because of that. He's going to try to set the house on fire. He's coming around on the other side. Oh, he climbed. Oh, he shouldn't have made that one. He totally should have lost that. Again, another player I don't think that actually deserved it. Now, here's my problem, everybody. I'm going to say one more. But I don't think I'm going to find the game that I'm looking for today for PUBG. I have so many other games I have to play today. That's not funny. So we're going to do one more, and then we have to switch. All right. Let's try it again. Yeah, but I didn't have my coffee yet. I'm doing coffee. I got to rehydrate later with water, but I'm doing coffee. I'm going to check Dare Drop and see how much time I got left. It says I have 15 hours and 18 minutes. I don't want this map! I don't want this map! Of 2 hours and 13 minutes, roughly about an hour and a half of this was this map. Now they're going to say, well, why didn't you select the map you want then? Because I don't want to go up against those AI bots! Alright, I'm done. Wizard's getting mad. I think that's bad. Wizard's about to make stuff go boom. Everybody else goes zoom, zoom, zoom. I don't know. Here we go, here we go, here we go. I haven't had my coffee yet. Coffee yet, coffee yet. Wizzy hadn't had his coffee yet. I don't know. Yo 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 Here we go. Again, my screen is still flashing black. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I hear 295. He moved on the ledge. He stayed still after doing it. So he's over there at 285. But is he on the roof or the first floor? Drink more coffee. Let's do this. Sounding first floor. So the other one that jumped over there may be one at 290, or that could be the same person that's over there north. The sound is crowded, so we gotta check the doors. We're listening to identify where the enemy is again, by sound. 215. Someone was shooting at someone. I'm not excited about the lack of frags. I do feel like we're boxed in. Did they move already north? Let's find out. Sounds like they moved. But did they? He was camping. He's not coming after me. Human, but it's a newbie. How much did he move? Sound on my right. Keeps moving. I know you're just sitting there. Come on, camper. Come on out. All chat. This is one of those ones that they want you to push them. That's what I'm mad about. I'm getting a lot of these players right now. They want you to push them. They want you to go in their trap. I heard him over here west. He's either at the top corner or he jumped out and did something else. Now, that other one could still be up at the top there. He's really just camping in here somewhere. Am I not getting aggressive enough? Do I need to be aggressive with this? Or am I playing it right by predicting what my enemies are looking to do and how they're trying to control my character? Dr. Pepper? Coffee. Dr. Coffee? So did they run away again? Or are they waiting? He's above me, impatient. Coffee, coffee, coffee. You spelt it wrong, Mitch. It's not Dr. Coffee. It's Dr. Coffee. Coffee, 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 coffee. I think the coffee's kicking in. It took a bit, though. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Hey, you want some coffee? Hey, that's where the coffee machine is. Do they have Dr. Pepper coffee? Now all of a sudden I want to put Dr. Pepper in my coffee. Probably not the healthiest drink, but... yeah, wife and kid and I went to the Dr. Coffee, the Dr. Pepper museum thing, and we made our own little Dr. Peppers and stuff. So he's above us now. So he opened the door and went south. Or he opened the back door. He went 30. I don't think that was him. I think that was an AI. And that's going to manipulate what I was about to do, and I'm going to get shot right here. Do we think this was him? Because he changed all of a sudden into a runner. Not the camper. I don't think that adds up. I think the personality there does not match. We're going to stick with our shotgun. That means now this one's got to be up above us. I'm going to get shot at over there. Did I really take them out? That's what doesn't make sense. They did all that challenging thing, right? And then all of a sudden they're gone and they came up like a robot. I think that one left, but the AI came up. It won't let me climb with that weapon. I'm just really disappointed that we were in this fight and then all of a sudden he's gone. He didn't really loot either. He did, but he didn't. Did we see a tactical bag? Was it just an AI? You see the enemy. They're in a bicycle. We're gonna get shot at because I wasn't thinking. I'm going after the other one. We don't have the scope. We don't have the long range. I didn't know they still had this vehicle. So see, no one else is going after me after that one battle. That's where my problem with the game. It's not challenging enough because it no longer feels like Battle Royale. That's an AI. And now I'm bored. Yeah, this is the last PUBG round no matter what today. We gotta switch games. Not looted. Clear. Need to progress to the next section. Nobody appears to be in that one. Wanted to use it to clear it. Somebody's in that one. Good game, bud. Good game. That is how you work with destroying things through the walls and destroying the buildings. Sorry for the silence. We got it. Get shot at by trying to go over here to see the loot. Choices. All right, so this is the new RPD, right? Extended. Okay, so by default, it's 50. No, yeah, 50. He's right here. Oh my god, you literally walked up like an AI bot and shot me. Oh my god, good game. I don't know how I lost that. I didn't go to the other vehicle, the other weapon or anything. I cooked that nade too much. He then threw that nade down there to get me. But see, right there, I really feel like I lost again to myself. Nothing to do with the other player. I didn't do the shots I needed to. My shots weren't accurate enough. My shots weren't this, that, or another. I'm going to have to warm up and get back to PUBG, but we ain't got enough time for that right now. We're going to go ahead and switch games. That's going to be it for PUBG on the other channel at the moment. We're going to continue here on Twitch, and we're going to progress-wise with some other games. Let's go ahead and get over to it right now. I got 3 frags. Did anyone get the guesses? No, nobody got it. We're going to go ahead and give y'all a lot of chances to be able to get these games. We only have like 12 hours left on this other game, and we're going to get this going right now. I'll be right back in about a minute and a half. It's going to give me a switch over, and then we'll go from there. Sorry, y'all. I think I'm going to have to go back to squads for the moment or use that VPN. We have a VPN that I'm going to partner with. That we are going to partner with, and I'm going to use the VPN and start going to the servers and see if maybe it's NA. And then we'll go that way, okay? So for right now, though, y'all, we got to get out of the PUBG section here, and we'll be right back after these messages. If y'all want to continue to see the stream today, please make sure that you go over to our main channel. You can check out our Discord. It has all the information in there. If you're watching from the other media channel right now, you should also see the stats there as well, where else to go. We're not necessarily allowed to mention back and forth between the two from that part, but hey, come on over.